A map is just a representation of coordinates. Every map is a projection, a translation of a coordinate system onto a flat surface. And I can hear the globies now. The accurate map projection is the globe! But that's not true at all. You navigate with a map, not a globe. Every pilot, every sailor, every driver on the road, every military operation in history has used a flat projected coordinate system to get from point A to point B. A globe sits on the teacher's desk or in the corner of your living room. The map goes in the cockpit. If the globe were the accurate representation, you would be able to navigate with it. You don't. That's not my argument. That's your own aviation industry telling you which representation actually works. And the most mathematically honest representation of consistent 69.11 miles per degree in every direction is actually a cylinder. But we don't live on a cylinder. We live on a plane where matter expands outward from the center. No two-dimensional map can perfectly represent that without distortion. Instead of explaining that, they simplified it to a globe. Whether that was for convenience, control, or something else entirely, I'll let you decide the why, because I'm not a mind reader. But look at this image. This is Flight Radar 24. Every yellow icon is a real flight happening right now. And the first thing you'll notice, the northern hemisphere is absolutely saturated. Flights everywhere. Now, look south of the equator, nearly empty. Not fewer flights, dramatically, conspicuously empty. And before anyone says, there are just fewer people down there, South America, Southern Africa, Australia, New Zealand, Brazil, they're all major population centers with major economies and hundreds of millions of people. The density difference you're looking at is not explained by population. So where are all the southern flights? They're up here, routing through the northern hemisphere. In a flight from Sydney to Johannesburg, two major southern hemisphere cities, it doesn't go south across the Indian Ocean the way you'd expect on a globe. It routes north, through Dubai, or through other northern hubs. And if you look at the numbers, 3,995 miles to Dubai, then 7,490 miles Dubai to Johannesburg. That's over 11,000 miles flown. The alleged direct distance on a globe? 6,870 miles. Nobody pays to fly 4,600 extra miles. Airlines don't fly sentiment. The routes they fly are economics. They're the shortest viable routes in practice. And on the azimuthal equidistant map, the map centered on the North Pole where every degree radiates outward from the center, those routing patterns make immediate, intuitive, perfect sense. Sydney to Johannesburg via Dubai traces almost a straight line. The key to understanding why is the azimuthal equidistant map looks like it has pizza-shaped longitude lines, triangles radiating out from the center. But what most people miss, those lines are equidistant, every single one of them, because the entire system is organized by equal angles. 1 degree equals approximately 69.11 miles in every direction, at every latitude. 15 degrees equals approximately 1,036 miles. That ratio holds consistently across the entire plane. This is why the Mercator map works best for navigation. It preserves those equal angular relationships. And it gets interesting. They tell you that on a globe, the shortest route between 2 points is a great circle route, but is allegedly the shortest path on a sphere. But think about what a great circle actually is. It's 69.11 miles per degree in a straight line. That's identical to the flat plane navigation. They took a straight line, gave it a new name, and used it to hide what it actually describes. The Great Circle is not a globe concept. It's a straight line on a flat level plane, just renamed to hide its true identity. This is why Flight Atlas, their own navigation book, shows the Seoul to Chicago route plotted on a polar azimuthal projection. It draws a straight line right over the Arctic, because on the correct map, that is a straight line. Now, the emergency landings. I want to tell you about a book called 16 Emergency Landings That Prove Flat Earth by Alencar. The premise is simple. When a plane has an emergency, pilots don't consult ideology. They divert to the nearest reachable airport under real conditions, with real fuel under real pressure. These decisions cannot be coordinated because nobody plans an engine failure to protect a cosmological model. Alencar documented 16 of these emergency diversions and plotted them on the azimuthal equidistant map. I read the book and looked up every single one of them independently. They all exist. Every emergency landing in this book falls on a straight line between the origin and the destination on an AE map. Every one. Not a theory, not a belief. That's flight records, primary sources plotted on a map. And when they land exactly where the flat plane geometry says they should, you can't coordinate that. You can't fake that. Engines don't fail on cue. The flights go where the geometry says they go, in a straight line. And the geometry is not a globe.